Very good morning, students, and most welcome in online classes. As you know that in grammar section we have completed chapter number first tense, and right now it's time to have chapter number second in 11th class. It's about determiners as per your current syllabus. Okay, students, in 11th class. But don't forget that those students who are of 10th class, we would have the same topic also in your grammar section. The same topic I'm going to have without any number of chapter here. It's about chapter grammar section determiners, which is a common topic in 10th and 11th class. Okay, students. So let's have your today's topic in grammar section, your determiners. Okay, chapter number second, it's you have in your syllabus, but right now I'm going to have the common one, okay, which is common in 10th and 11th class. Okay, for both the section, both the classes I'm going to have. So chapter determiners. Okay, so let's know the meaning of determiners first before having anything else about it. Determiners are the words. The first thing is that determiners are the words like each and every part, so to speak, like noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, verb, preposition, conjunction, interjection we have. Determiners are also the words. क्या है words से? Determiners are the words that can be used, जो use हो सकते हैं before noun, noun से पहले to modify its meaning, इसके meaning को modify करने के लिए. Determiners are the words, determiners शब्द हैं that can be used, तो use हो सकते हैं before noun, noun से पहले to modify its meaning, इसके meaning को modify करने के लिए. Okay, they function like an adjective in a sentence. ये sentence में an adjective मतलब एक adjective की तरह function करते हैं. Is it clear? I repeat the definition again. Determiners, like each and every part of speech, determiners are the words that can be used before noun, जो noun से पहले use में लाए जा सकते हैं और it is used होते हैं to modify its meaning, इसके meaning को modify करने के लिए, change करने के लिए. Modify कैसे होगा? We will have the same in examples there. They function like an adjective in a sentence, और इस sentence में adjective का काम करते हैं. So what's the meaning of adjective? Adjective, first thing is the adjective. So adjective, it's a part of speech. An adjective is a word that qualifies noun and pronoun. An adjective is a word that qualifies noun or pronoun. एक adjective ऐसा शब्द होता है जो noun और pronoun को qualify करता है. We have two. Okay, there are two uses of adjective, in a predicative form or in an attributive form. It means that we can use adjective as an attributive form or as a predicative form. Okay, we'll speak about it later, but let's have the determiners first. So they function like an adjective in a sentence. Sentence में adjective काम करते हैं, एक विशेषण का काम करते हैं. So let's have the classification of determiners. Classification of determiners का मतलब है determiners के kinds हैं, types हैं, उसके divisions हैं. The first section of your determiners is article determiners. The same we would have or will have article determiners. The next one is demonstrative determiners, quantifiers, and then possessive adjective. The first one is article determiners, second one is demonstrative adjectives, and third one is quantifier, and the fourth one is possessive adjectives. These are the kinds of classification of determiners, students. Is that clear? Don't forget that the very two important points. Determiners can be used before noun, okay, to modify its meaning. They function like an adjective in a sentence. These two important things, okay. Noun से पहले use में लाई जा सकते हैं और ये adjective का role play करते हैं sentence में. Adjective, a word that qualifies noun and pronoun, students. Okay. Classification की बात करें, I mentioned that we have four kinds of classification of basically determiners. Article determiners, demonstrative adjectives, then quantifiers, then possessive adjectives we have. Okay, students, so let's have your point number one in classification. It's about your article determiners. It's a long chapter, so let's have it now. And the common one in 10th and 11th class, let's have it now. I'm going to have the very first one of determiners in classification, article determiners. Okay, just don't take it easy. I will provide you lots of points in this very first one. Okay, let's have. So let's have the very first one, article determiners. The first one, article determiners. And you know that very well, articles are of three kinds: a, an, and the. Okay? Article determiners. Article determiners can be divided into two sections. and these are indefinite article, okay, and here we can have the definite article. In this you can count the article, and here you can mention a or an. Okay, students, have classification with the example here. Okay, let's say it now. What's the meaning of indefinite article first? We'll understand the meaning of indefinite or definite article first before having its examples. So students, I'm going to write the definition or the meaning of indefinite or definite article. Okay, just I'm going to mention or write the definition first or the meaning first, then we'll have the example. Okay, article determiners can be divided or classified into two sections. The first one is indefinite article and the next one is definite article. So let's have the indefinite one. Okay, we have a or an article here. An article that indefinite or uncertain the position of noun in a sentence is known as indefinite article. Okay, we'll have example here, but first let's know the meaning of definite one. An article that definite or certain the meaning of noun in a sentence is known as definite article. Okay, let's have the meaning of these definition first and we'll have example here. Okay students, let's find out. Let's have it now. So indefinite article, in this article we have two kinds of article. The first one is a and the second one is an. Okay, we use a or an article as per the criteria of sound, not as per the letter. Okay, we'll discuss about it, don't worry. Let's have the meaning and definition first. Indefinite article. Okay, the first one I'm having as per the classification of determiners के classification और उसके kinds के हिसाब से I'm having the first one, पहला वाला ले रहा हूँ, and the first one is indefinite article. Okay, a or n will be counted in this article. An article that indefinite or uncertain, ai मैंने यहाँ mention कर दिया. An article that indefinite or uncertain the position, the word we have is here position of noun. An article that indefinite or uncertain the position of noun in a sentence is known as indefinite article. Is it clear? जो सेंटेंस में नाउन की पोजीशन को इंडेफिनिट कर दे, अनसर्टेन कर दे, वो कहलाता है इंडेफिनिट आर्टिकल. इट मीन दैट द पोजीशन ऑफ नाउन इन द सेंटेंस वुड बी और विल बी इंडेफिनिट और अनसर्टेन, अनिश्चित होगी उसकी पोजीशन. ओके, अनिश्चित होगी, इंडेफिनिट होगी. और एन आर्टिकल दैट that indefinite or uncertain the position of a noun in a sentence is known as indefinite article. वह आर्टिकल जो सेंटेंस में नाउन की पोजीशन को इंडेफिनेट कर देता है, इंडेफिनेट करता है, अनसर्टेन करता है, अनिश्चित करता है, वह आर्टिकल इंडेफिनेट आर्टिकल कहलाता है. एंड वी हैव टू काइंड्स ऑफ आर्टिकल हियर, ए और एन. That's the meaning and definition that makes the position of noun indefinite or uncertain, an article. Okay, here we have an article that definite, and here we have an article that definite or certain the position of, certain the meaning of noun. The word should be here, the position of noun, not the meaning of noun here. The meaning would be modified, but the word should be have certain the position. We should have the word position. Okay, the meaning lies in the position, but we'll speak about position because I mentioned position there. An article that definite or certain the position of noun in a sentence is known as definite article. कि वह आर्टिकल जो सेंटेंस में नाउन की पोजीशन को सर्टेन कर दे, डेफिनेट कर दे, सुनिश्चित कर दे, निश्चित कर दे. डेफिनेट मीन्स निश्चित करना, सर्टेन मीन्स सुनिश्चित करना. जो सेंटेंस में नाउन की पोजीशन को डेफिनेट कर दे, सर्टेन कर दे, इज नोन एज, इन अ सेंटेंस इज नोन एज definite article. Is it clear? So it is quite clear that an article that indefinite the position of noun in a sentence is known as indefinite one, or an article that definite the position of noun in a sentence is known as definite article. Okay, student, it's all about the definition or meaning. Let's take the example of these two articles one by one. Examples now. Okay. Let's have the example of these. First, noun. Example. Example number one. Of which one? A and N. Which one? The. It's about your definite article. Okay. Let's have number one. Example number one. I saw a woman there yesterday. Example number second. There is a king in Rajasthan. Example number third. A dog was barking. Okay, outside. Let's have example number first here. She is the woman who lives in that village. Example number second. He is the king of Rajasthan. He is the king of Rajasthan. This is the dog that was barking outside. Okay, student, let's take the example of indefinite and definite one. Here I have used a article here, then again a, then again a. I told you that article a or n is used as per the sound, not as per the letter. We'll speak about the letter. A woman, a king, then a dog. Next is she is the woman. Next is the king. And the next is the dog. So you can see that the woman actually here is noun, king, noun, then dog, a noun, then again woman, noun, then king, noun, Then again dog, noun. Noun is the name of person, place, thing and quality. So where there is person, place, thing or quality, there is noun. There is noun. Where there is person, place, thing and quality, there is noun. Whether it's a proper, common, collective, material or like abstract one, but where there is like these kind of things are there, there is noun. But the definition there, an article that indefinite the position of noun in a sentence is known as indefinite article. I saw a woman there yesterday. I saw a woman there yesterday. कि कल मैंने वहाँ पर एक महिला को देखा था. But you don't know about that lady at all. You don't know about the name of that lady, even the previous background, it's okay, her village, anything about that lady. You know that you are saying that I saw a lady there yesterday. कि कल मैंने वहाँ पर एक महिला को देखा था. I saw a woman there yesterday. कल मैंने वहाँ पर एक महिला को देखा था. It means that about noun you are uncertain. It means that the position of noun in your sentence is indefinite. उस noun के बारे में आपको पता नहीं इतना ज़्यादा. You know about that lady की lady थी, but you don't know about actually anything extra about that lady. Even about her name, उसके नाम तक के बारे में नहीं पता आपको. That's why you are saying I saw a woman there yesterday कि मैंने वहाँ पे कल एक महिला को देखा था. एक महिला को देखा था. It means that you are in your statement uncertain or uncertain about the position of your noun. Your noun mean to say the woman one we have. Is it clear? तो woman की position यहाँ पर कैसी है? A लगाने से कैसी बन जाती है? Uncertain बन जाती है. So where there is the position of noun is uncertain is known as indefinite article. It means that an article that makes an article that indefinite or uncertain the position of noun in a sentence is known as indefinite article. क्योंकि यहाँ पे noun की position को straight वो indefinite करता है, because that person, like first person we have as a subject, that person don't know about that lady at all. He knows that कि वहाँ पे lady थी, बस इतना मालूम है उसको. Okay? Example number second, there is a king in Rajasthan. राजस्थान में एक राजा है. एक राजा है, कौन सा है, कहाँ का है, क्या background है, उसका क्या नाम है, don't know about anything. He doesn't know or they don't know about anything. Even we don't know about anything. नहीं पता हमें इसके बारे में. The sentence is there is a king in Rajasthan. राजस्थान में एक राजा है. That's why the position of king is there indefinite or uncertain. A dog was barking outside. एक dog बाहर भौंक रहा था. Dog कैसा था? Dog bill dog था, street dog था, pet dog था, कौन सा dog था, blue था, black था, कौन सा था? You don't know about it. That's why the position of noun here is indefinite. A dog was barking outside. एक dog जो है बाहर भौंक रहा था. Okay? Let's take the example of definite one. We can make the position of indefinite noun easily with the help of the article. हम आराम से जो indefinite position को definite में convert करते हैं if we know about that noun. Okay, let's have the example number one. She is the woman who lives in that village. She is the woman. यही वो महिला है जो इस गांव में रहती है. यही वो महिला है जो इस गांव में रहती है. उस महिला के बारे में जानते हैं. यही वो महिला है जो गांव में रहती है. Is it clear? The position of noun becomes definite. अब उस noun की position कैसे हो गई यहाँ पर? Definite हो गई है. So she is the woman who lives in that village. कि यही वो महिला है, यही वो महिला है who lives in that village जो उस गांव में रहती है. You know about that lady. That's why you are saying you know about that lady. That's why you are saying यही वो महिला जो उस गांव में रहती है. You have some extra information about that lady कि ये वो महिला है जो गांव में रहती है. Is it clear? So in that situation, the position of noun has become definite. So where there is the position of noun is definite, the article will be used. The article will use which article? The article. Okay. Where there is the position of noun is definite or certain, article the will be used there. Okay, will use there. Example number second is he is the king of Rajasthan. He is the king of Rajasthan. He is the king of Rajasthan. ये राजस्थान के राजा हैं. आपको कैसे पता? You know that. You know that. आपको मालूम है इसके बारे में. तभी that's why you are saying कि यह राजस्थान के राजा हैं. It means that in your sentence the position of noun has become definite. That's why you are saying he is the king of Rajasthan. यही राजस्थान के राजा हैं. Supposed to be okay. जैसे imagine तो यहाँ पे जो noun की position कैसी होगी? Definite हो गई है. Let's say this is the dog. यही वो dog है that was walking outside जो कल रात को भौंक रहा था. Okay. It's supposed to be your sister was saying a dog was walking outside. कुत्ता बाहर भौंक रहा है. And someone say next day this is the dog that was walking outside. यही वो dog है जो कल रात को भौंक रहा था. It means that in sentence number second the position of noun like dog has become definite. That's why the person saying this is the dog that was walking outside yesterday. कि यही वो dog है जो कल outside भौंक रहा जैसा भी है. Okay, let's take the example of classroom. Supposed to be, I use a piece of chalk, I use a marker. Okay, we have lots of marker, so many markers we have in our school. Supposed to be, I used a marker yesterday. So I would say I used a marker. I used a marker in my last class. I used a marker. I used a marker, and I used in this sentence a article just before marker. Marker is have here. Marker is noun here, and I use a article just to make the position of noun indefinite. I use a marker in my last class. मैंने अपनी last class में एक marker use किया था, and अब मैं कहूँगा this is the marker. This is the marker that I used in my last class. यही वो marker है जो मैंने अपनी last class में use किया था. Now the position of that marker becomes definite. Is it clear? So where there is position of noun is indefinite, we'll use a or an article as per the sound, or where there is the position of noun is definite, we'll use the article. We'll use the article as per the situations and circumstances. Okay, let's have some more thing to write about. Classification is still going on. It hasn't been closed yet. अभी तक बंद नहीं हुआ, चल रहा है. Okay, I'm having the same thing. वही चल रहा है अभी हमारा. Okay, the same is proceeding. Still, let's have some more example. Just mention note here. The criteria of using indefinite article is the sound. Is the sound. Before consonant sound, before consonant sound, we'll use a article. Okay, before consonant sound we'll use a article. Example, like a table, a marker, a pencil, a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, etc. Okay, students, so here we have the sound of consonant T. Okay, ma, then P, then again M, then W, then B, then again we have G. Okay, as far as the matter of vowel sounds are concerned, the vowels are 5 in numbers, and these are A, E, I, O, U. Letters are important, but sounds are more important. Okay, we'll use the an article as per the sounds of vowel. As per the sounds of vowel, and vowel are 5 in numbers, and these are, you know that very well, the vowels are A, E, I, O and U. Okay, we'll use an article as per the sound of these vowels, not as per the letter. I repeat that again. The criteria of using article, indefinite article, will be sound, not letters. It means that vowels will play a vital role. A, I, U, we have 5 vowels in the English language. Actually 5 vowels are there, but the indefinite articles will be used as per the sound of these vowels. Okay, where there is consonant sound, definitely the answer will proceed with the A article. A article aega. But where there is vowel sound, okay, we'll use an article. For example, you can see that like it, t is a consonant sound. Table, marker. Ma is a consonant sound. A, E, I, O, U. कहीं में sound है यहाँ पे. We have no sound of vowel here. That's why we use a marker, a pencil. Okay, a man, a woman, a boy, a girl. Okay, these are the basic thing to use basically your indefinite article, a article. Okay, let's start the B1. Before vowel sound, like I have mentioned here, before consonant sound article a will be used, and before vowel sound we'll use an article. We'll use an article. What can be the examples of an article? What can be the example of vowel sound? Okay, as per the vowel sound, the example can be example like an apple, an elephant, an orange, an Emily, MLA, okay, then an MP, an MBBS, MBBS, okay, an air, HEIR, etc. So let's have the clarification of using sounds as per the vowel sound I mentioned there. As per the vowel sound, article a, an will be used, but don't forget that letters, maybe letters of vowel are there, but letters are not important, sound is important. The using of a or an article is the criteria of using a or an article or the indefinite word is sound. Sound hai, let's find out the sound here, like a, E, I, O, U we have, but we have no vowel. H we have here we have no vowel like that, here we have no vowel. Okay, again we have no vowel here, कोई vowel यहाँ पर नहीं है, but we have consonant letters. We have M is not a part of vowel letters like A, E, I, O, U. इसमें कहीं भी नहीं है, M नहीं है यहाँ पर, H भी नहीं है यहाँ पर, but still the article that I use here is N. What's the reason behind that? I told you that the criteria will be this. The criteria of using indefinite article will be sound, not the letters. So let's say now an apple, clear है, A का sound हो रहा है, an elephant, letter भी E है और sound भी आ रहा है यहाँ पे, elephant, an elephant, sound letter is E but sound is of A, an elephant. Okay, next we have an orange, we have sound and letter, and mala A, it's not mala A, it's MLA. Is it clear? It's not mala A. अगर mala A होता तो कौन सा आता हमारे यहाँ पर, A article आता, A mala A, but it's not mala A, is MLA. The sound is A. The first letter of in Hindi is A, MLA. That's why I have used an article, then an MP, then an MBBS, then an here. यहाँ पर ये आपका ये अच्छा खासा ये note हो जाएगा. Okay, the sound or the pronunciation would be, okay, A. कैसे करना है इसको? Like that. And here नहीं बोलना है इसको. We will not pronounce the given word like and here. If you pronounce like and here, an article A will be used. Okay, but the pronunciation is an air. Not air, it's an air, okay, because of sound A and air. Note the sound or pronunciation would be A, not H, okay, not H. The meaning of H-E-I-R, air, is Uttradhikari, Vanshaj, The meaning of HEIR, air, is Uttaradhikari Vansha. These are all the basic that you learned before, that you learned in even your basic in 7th and 8th class students. Okay, it's all about the using of vowel or consonant sound, using of article as per the vowel and consonant sound. Letter will be there, but the sound is more important. That's why I mentioned some letter that has a sound of vowel. That's why I have mentioned some letters that are basically consonant one, but that has a sound of vowel. Okay, students, it's all about your the class differentiation of your indefinite article or definite article with some examples. Let's have some more points, students. Okay, let's have some more points. Next, okay, we'll have 10 rules of indefinite article. We'll have the use of indefinite article first. Okay, just after this we'll have again 10-12 points for the definite one. Is it clear? It hasn't been completed here, it just started. शुरू हुआ है केवल आपका टॉपिक अभी. It was just about the introduction only. केवल इंट्रोडक्शन वहाँ पर था. We'll have points now as per the standard of 11th or 10th class. Okay, I'm going to have the points. I'm going to write the rules like the one I presented in present indefinite tense or in different tenses. Okay, students, let's have the next point. Use of indefinite article. Use of indefinite article in the English language. Use of indefinite article, okay, in the English language. Rule number first. Rule number first. We'll have 10 to 11 rules to use of indefinite one. Don't forget that right now I have just started. It was only about the introduction of your determiners. We'll have at least 15 to 17 pages of this chapter. It's a matter of your 12, 13, 15 pages of your chapter. So let's say now rule number first. It is used with spatial phrases. Okay, it is used with spatial phrases. Rule number 1, spatial phrases कौन से हैं? Example number 1. Okay. A fleet of. Example number 2, a fleet of, a gang of. Example number 3, a group of. Okay. Example number 4, an army of. Next, example number 5th, an assembly of. An assembly of. An assembly of. Okay, I mentioned fleet, gang, group, an army. It's all about it. Enough example to understand. It is used with spatial phrases. Spatial phrases के साथ indefinite article use होता है. Example number 1, a fleet of. A fleet of ship. A gang of locusts, a gang of like dacoits, a group of students, an army of soldiers, an army of ants, an assembly of ministers, like that. Okay, this kind of phrases proceeds with indefinite article. Okay, I remind you that again, that we'll have 10 to 12 points in indefinite one, the same we would have in definite one. Then again the series, okay, go on. It is used with special phrases. The point number 1, example number 1, a fleet of, a gang of, gang किसी का भी हो सकता है, a gang of, a group, that's why I have mentioned dot dot here, a fleet of, a gang of, a group of, an army of, an assembly of. Is it clear? These are the phrases we use always in definite article. I mentioned it that a fleet of ship, a gang of lookouts, a gang of dacoits, a group of students. Next we have an army of soldiers, an army of ants, an assembly of ministers. Okay, students, it's a rule number first to use indefinite article. The next we will have in our next class. Thank you and have a nice day.